Omaima, Yamamunina Jew. A bird to send some Yabuano Ghana Hanen performance, the Bremona Casibwe, a free piece of them song crying no, and on radio stations, Sebro Hasso Ghana Niamonone, a live for social media pages no, Yawa Peace 104.3 FM, and a Peace FM online. Nina ye Facebook, YouTube, and so Yawa Despite Media. Bambo Mukokobon 7 ye day and namno, and a dear day mount and say, a yabo modina tea news brano. Ai e bakase bo a bomode na tie bi de etwa godi o man ne kode asisie no obete na ahodaso ne brementi watimi ada ho so akoba se utwi wani yesa hwe mfa ho a wontie bibia wo magaba ebesi atwam na wante na uti anye yi a wakotom te se de odi ayenkan bepon ya yi wo mommo nkran ne mpotam woto nkra se beach road ne so articulate bia muni Sane se wuntie radio wuntie kasebo a wonte wobekwa akotom enti ehia se ya wutie kasebo eye pa na ensam wankasa ewo ya nwumre kasebo mu bi ne se omampani abedi eche Dr. Baumia se omampani na nado aban ebebo amamfidudwuma etimi agina brane.
To this end, government will continue to roll out innovative policies and strategies geared towards the establishment, growth, development, and sustainability of local manufacturing industry at all levels in the value chain.
Sika samso for Orakano Foriata Kokachem Rashebejafo say COVID sika 18.1 billion no emubasa 12 billion and ye diabobra.
When His Excellency the Vice President indicated on 7th April 2022 at the National Tescom Conference, the government has spent 8.1 billion on COVID-19. It was within the context of expenditures for 2020, as I've already indicated.
Ranking member Ewa Pomudin Committee Home Rashebe Jamununya for Kwabna Minta Kando say, Sigasam Kuntebua Finance Minister Debafa COVID Hono NCC so.
The Speaker, this statement tells us, the Speaker, that an amount of 600 million Ghana cedis was released with respect to Agenda 111.
Na Shaman Rashebe Janese and sure best Samaya Bain, a son say architect a home Shishaya warrior National Cathedral Hono, what the muscle sourcing. Na a die best I had Adan esiasa setam ekabesa henu so ena eneyi wakwa kodwiri egu wadantan ne mpotemu CSIR4 asase so ensem bi eka wenum ho ne yese ne koso edeba aboafo yinti
ye dia sedema Osons chemist woman na de Osons garlic capsule sabba MTNC we dey for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana was CBB fa home appliance hono to anamon na fo ani etre High Sense for one more edwosio. Everyday prices for everyday people. Duffy's Health and Beauty. Woman the Ohima feminine mixture. And na ho akade nyina de oba wodi siesie ho eboa mo afichi kwa ho samatimi agina yie. Ne wodi edware ama onipaduane na wedie no ade ho ada ho se kama. Ne nyina Duffy's Health and Beauty. Womo ede eba. Rent it ni o rent it. Wasi ho home owners fo nyina se de atadwe mo ateden ne wo fie wo dan pesa wo ton pesa wo den but mother answer with the best rented for answer. One bedi hu dwuma kama e dia maw ya e mo how bia enko betri nyuma kwei adaroma ena enwumre wo boye chidom ma de kasebo no abremo akenkan for eyemem maame biama kwa for mene
nana ya kunadu Africa sebono munsimni amampani abedi eche Dr. Baumia ko kasa wonfie aduonu numa finshada topical cables for edie enhyemu ase na kasa mu no de to dwase amampani na nado dan kwa kufu ado aban a woka ho no botaye ne se efiri dwuma betimi agina brane na ama adwuma sam so agina yie Ghana na nkrofo anya bia yenti ani sikapudu ode ahya one district one factory emu na wase ehwehwemu ne niam pidi adanse wiase amamemu se de niam esi kose sa wa modern ambo ho so na wandanda ne mani wo firidwuma kwa so ama nkrofo anya adwuma anya ansa anya mu akade no a ebe ha adwen eno enti obetimi de nsa esine bu akasem ebe si nei factories no ha ne so ena wetimi aye ho adwuma dodo no a efrase esom omanyi e wo firidwuma kwan so.
Government's policies, some of which I have touched on, are gradually transforming the business context in Ghana, and we will intensify their deployment to ensure that they are effective in establishing an environment where excellence and commitment can thrive. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate, President Akufo-Addo's government remains very committed to supporting the growth of the country's industrial sector, and the success of proven performers such as Tropical Cables gives us the confidence that this is not only a worthwhile strategy, but as an effective one too. Manufacturing remains a consistent contributor to our GDP, but more importantly, it leads to the creation of a stable, direct and indirect jobs that many Ghanaian families depend on. To this end, government will continue to roll out innovative policies and strategies geared towards the establishment, growth, development and sustainability of local manufacturing industry at all levels in the value chain.
Omampeni abedi Dr. Bawumia nie. Na executive chairman ma Tropical Cables and Conductors Dr. Tony Otinjesi. Ono so de ato abenim se omwa ma Ghana mfidi dwuma no. Wontimi nyina wona so ye no ne amono ne de ne nsi akan e wo niam a wo de badwa so ehum.
I'm proud to say that Tropical Cables is willing and able to compete with manufacturers from anywhere in the world. Truly, including on pricing. As for quality, we are better than most of them. Including on pricing with only one proviso. And the proviso is that the small import duty, the 10% or so you put on imports, should be rigidly applied. Why do we need import duty? We need it because Ghana is a high-cost manufacturing environment. And to make up for that high cost, the things that are outside the control of the individual manufacturer, that's why you need that import duty on it.
Managing Director Emma Tropical Cables, Martin Mensah so say Ejumaden and Eduama Bedru baby at Womo CC.
The support of family, friends, customers, partners, governments, and we have seen a good number of those over our 25-year journey. Regulators, competitors, and everyone who has had anything to do with the success of Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited. Indeed, what we celebrate today owes a lot to the country and the continent in which we find ourselves. This land that continues to present its people with opportunities, albeit often disguised as challenges and threats. As we mark our Silver Jubilee and give thanks for all the blessings that we have enjoyed, the vision remains relevant and compelling. How can we ensure that the next 25 years are as remarkable as those gone by? There is a lot that we can and indeed must do.
Oni petini ni Ora Martin Mensah, where Managing Director Tropical Cables.
Omeyi photo sound for Akan oforiata ede atudwa sisia de nyame adom sikapudo 19 billion Ghana cedis ena abanyi aboaboa no a wode eko etia COVID-19 yade no enti me bosume no awieye ewafi mu no sikapudo wei ena na aban no ayi a wode ekotia yade no sa 19 billion emu 12 billion ena sese no yasai no ewo yade no eko ho wode sa semi tudwa bra ne okopie mrahye bedwafie kobu akontafa okwan a aban na di sika akon etia COVID-19 osoafo ifa so echirechiremu sa COVID-19 foto a womo eboye no womo edibi eboaboa efiefia hodo womo dibi ehye apomudin emu ya chese womo dibi sisi adan ne ade a yebetimi ede ayarefo no bi akogo no mo bambofo nso so womo dibi ekokoboa womo ena afi nso no emo a womo de boa omanfo se na ebe ya womo adwumasem ayebisi basane ade nyina womo betimi enye sika kakra ede atoa womo nnwuma no eso afi COVID-19 hunro so ekofa baaye aban eboka ewo ho ene niema bi a ni nyina efa COVID-19 no eho a aban esisikai ewo ho.
Supports to household, health responses, health infrastructure, security operations, economic relief, COVID-19 vaccines, other COVID-related expenditure, all summing up to the 12.03 billion. Mr. Speaker, at this juncture, I wish to dispel the notion that there have been inconsistencies in government data on COVID-19. His Excellency the President intimated during the State of the Nation address on 30th March 2022 that we had mobilized about 17.7 billion since 2020 to fight the pandemic. We subsequently reconciled the data, and I can report that as of end May 2022, we've mobilized 18.19 billion to mitigate the effect of the pandemic. Again, when His Excellency the Vice President indicated on 7th April 2022 at the National TESCON Conference that government has spent 8.1 billion on COVID-19, it was within the context of expenditures for 2020, as I've already indicated.
Any awoti Ghana Photosam for Honorable Ken Ofori Atta na nanusi na minority ranking member on finance Honorable Ato Forsen ono so edibi ka ho no che se enka betumi anka speaker anti ad hoc committee bi ya womo ebedomu asukwa hwe abanya so ye bia sika ye de ma womo no de womo de ye ho no womo abu hu nkonta mako e de akere omanfo ne no na ofa so ebo Photosam for no baso ese watimi eto anamo na ode eho akontabu abeto mrashibedwa enem.
Mr. Speaker, I'm concluding. Mr. Speaker, I'm calling on you, Mr. Speaker, to use the powers under the Constitution, Article 101, to set up 103 of the Constitution, to set up an ad hoc committee to particularly get the various covered entities that spent the money to account for it in detail. Mr. Speaker, yes, I've seen a bold attempt by giving us some headline items. I acknowledge that. But there are gaps. The gaps, I cannot ask the minister responsible for finance to give me the details of the fact that they spent $100 million on nose masks and hand sanitizers. I have to ask the minister who purchased that. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, I'm asking you that this committee must be established by this House, chaired by a member of the minority committee, so that we can go into the details to get the details out, and all of us will be able to get the facts as we need to.
Any awoti ye minority ranking member on finance committee Honorable Ato Forsen na ne enumu echi na okankwe central mrashibedwane ono so vice chairman ya oda finance committee eso ebe Honorable Patrick Yaboama obo omei Photosam abaso ese report ode by emuda hokan na one de onhu ni hia SSR ad hoc committee no yetimi etie momo ye nhwemu bia.
Be put on record that my colleague never read a statement and did not avert his mind today. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, our colleagues have been on the rampage. Our colleagues have been on the rampage trying to foul the atmosphere in this country with regards to the expenditures that the minister has ably presented to the House. Mr. Speaker, a summary of the expenditures are captured on pages 14 and 15 of the statement. Mr. Speaker, in March 2020, when the COVID-19 outbreak occurred, we all were very scared and did not have any clue about this pandemic.
Awoti vice chairman of the committee of finance so ewo mrashibedwa Honorable Patrick Yaboama na ne krakra mo na speaker of parliament right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben ede eto joint committee of finance and health enim se womomo de anomu no mosuko enye hwehwemu foforo bia efa COVID-19 foto no ho sika womo ase no ne adena enkosi October bosomene da edikan ewa fimu no wonfa ho amane emebo efie no.
That the Committee of Finance, ably supported by the Committee of Health, should investigate and inquire into the total receipts referred to as COVID-19 funds and how those funds were applied for the betterment of the people of this country. Definitely, we know without those funds, I don't know how many of us would have been alive by now. And we are lucky as a house that 275 of us survived. At least a number of us were caught by it, including the Minister of Finance himself, even though he's not a member of the House. We lost some good Ghanaians, quite painful, but at the end of the day, we performed far, far better than many countries in the world.
Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben, Speaker of Parliament, dene ena ote yeno. Yen central for Emmanuel Akoli, ene William Gento, omunyina tunkra, efrim na shebe dwefi no obo ansemiano ebae.
Now, Mama Neboni Febi and so and it's Jabo so Mrashe Bejani ranking member, Health Committee Organ Mrashe Bejem, on Munyan for Kwabnaminta Kando Chese, and Kuntabuno Rack and Ofuriata de Bay and NCC so was this all can see a knee Yenabun Kuntania a chachia, and Yadia a bo anom. A Fenefaba Conso a Sika or Machiche, Sir I Sabia or Honey Dubako Agenda 111 hospitals no, Yade Eba Abebo a home a bra and also so Osha NC so cra. Eti ono nso so kire se e wo se mrahye badwafo hwe eno ho nsenkaye no eyi efi se papa ne de waba na amane no ode ba ye ne de emo ano
table the speaker especially appendix 1 status of utilization of 2022 COVID-19 budget. The speaker, this statement tells us, the speaker, that an amount of 600 million Ghana cedis was released with respect to Agenda 111. As of 2020, Mr. Speaker, as a matter of fact, Agenda 111 was actually commissioned, the sword was cut on the 17th of August 2021. Mr. Speaker, meanwhile, that money was released as far back as 2020, which is clearly captured here. What was that money used for? Mr. Speaker, these are all issues that we demand answers.
Foka say Jabo so Mrashe Bejani wa ranking member onumanya for Kwabna Minta Akando enono. Na so for be the churches kasam so onumanya for Abna Osei Asari. Ezo su kire mu de kire se nkuntabuo na no ano no. Enti de dom kuma ne kan de ensim eno no de number bia.
8.1 billion on COVID-19 fund. When you come to rest the inconsistencies being said or yes by our minority brothers and sisters, and today it is very clear that we have been consistent. Yes, it was 19.3 billion that came in. We have been able to account for the 19.3 billion. 8.1 billion was used directly for COVID-19 expenditure, and the difference was used to shore up the revenue numbers that dropped. Again, when you go to 2021, we put in the budget an expenditure of 4.6 billion for direct COVID-19 expenditures. And clearly, we've been able to account for the 3.9 billion that we utilized. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't see the need why our colleagues on the other side are asking for a special audit in this. Clearly, the Auditor General at the end of the day will also look into this.
Oni peti ne ne kire yon munyafo Abna Osei Asari. So for be the church of Mesika Sams William Gain to Emmanuel Colley Amaneboa.
Minority leader Nasadom Kuma Ewa Mashebedwefie Womubano Deni Honorable Haruna Idrisu Ede Atuja ese Edom Kuma no kwan bia won betimi no won befa so na ejapadi no se ne won moja kra no de betwa so a won de betwa so won mem sign ma Mrashebedwefie hon mu biu de biara da o de san semi to dwa Mrashebedwefie enne ebra Mrashebedwa mu empanyimfo enne won mo sentwerefo won to nkra efri Mrashebedwefie hon mo edi enkita ho wo kyerese sankita ho diem na nko mo hwe ne mo ese dom kese no won ba no de ne honorable HMS abonso ebetimi eto na mo ababi nanso na ehyiam fufuro bi susu agena boso eti wantimi ama na no na director of public affairs war parliament ye racket ado edi sanchiremu yi ebeto ensentwefo no anim Honorable Haruna Idrisa echirechiremu ese Idrisu echirechiremu se ehun hia se aban edi sabio odoma koma bodre a wode adom yen fam gudie ne ade ode adom ye no ye de ba kosia wowa akwa bosia ene ho ko ne bosi ye ne saa e di wo haw kase pa e ba beto dachi enchirima eso.
Why do you need to collateralize our mineral resources? This year alone, Ghana made $130 million from mineral royalty. You are seeking to borrow $500 million and collateralize your mineral resources. We've collateralized Get Fund in the name of Dachi. Today, Get Fund takes $1.3 billion. $860 million is used to service debt. Is that what you want for our mineral resources? When you say Ejapa, related against to the numbers. Now, Martin Amido, as special prosecutor, conducted a risk assessment on the Japan. I still think that his findings and recommendations have not been adequately responded to. And to the extent that they have not been adequately addressed, including matters of corruption and graft associated with it, we would not support it.
na yɛwura Haruna Idrisu amananso hono man osan ekasafa e-levy se say ahyase a yɛgye no ho no kyese wo se aban ahyase ɛgye de nanso dom kuma ne de kan ne nya de a wo mo pene so de biara da na se ye kase yetu ho na mo bia no a enya de a wo mo no ebedi akiri na wo mo kyese nka aban e-levy no onte so kura emra fom na nka Ghanafo ɛwo hai wo mo ya ne se ade ne yagye atum.
So it was one of a technical decision, not because the minority have abandoned its opposition to e-levy. Even up till today, we don't support e-levy. We think that is the nuisance of nuisance taxes, is a master of nuisance taxes. Many people have difficulty transferring money even as we speak today. I understand that its performance may be very disappointing. If for nothing at all, this minority succeeded in reducing e-levy from 1.75 to 1.50. There were many other activities that would have been captured by e-levy. They've abandoned it thanks to the opposition and our constructive criticisms of the policy in order to be able to improve it, including remittances.
Ne krakra mu no Honorable Haruna Idrisu esan kasa efa memma ne memma wo mu dochiri wo ho emma ne ma wo mo edochiri wo ho emra ye de abeto mrahye bedwafie de broni beka se anti LGBTQI bill no wo kire mu sesese e wo mrahye bedwafie ya wo mo eba behase ye bobo ho adi ho dwuma na wo ka asisu dua pen se Ghana yansoma yesom ya mamre ne ya mane ensoso saa ne ma no so nti nya de a o meye be ma kwan ama LGBTQ for no womo aye adwuma e wo mayimu.
Some of the legitimate inputs that have been presented by civil society groups, lesbianism and gay in Ghana, given our society and its values, is a social impossibility. And therefore, I do not see how Ghana will liberalize its legislation in order to be able to accommodate its practice with a mandate under our standing orders. I know the Honorable Sam George is very, very concerned and pushing very strongly, justifiably, for an early passage of that bill. But the Constitution under Article 106 provides an avenue for us to hear other stakeholders and other persons who may be affected one way or the other by the legislation.
Ni awoti ye dom kuma womo e won rahye bedwafie won ba no deni Honorable Haruna Idrisu yen sentwefo Emmanuel Akoli ene William Gintu ene obo ano ebae.
Yeko National Cathedral ne Secretariat. Executive Director Dano Dr. Popo Kumensa Nensa Shekrata se amebia be Peace FM ha se ode kire won semudi a kire manfo. Na wose Secretariat no eni abon sem bi ekoso o maso so ate kwadu ahodo bi a ye de ebo won se Cathedral no ya register ne te se de ya ankonam bi anasa ankrankra bi ade nenso enye sa ne te eno te kokoda so ni badu nso so ho nsem bi a abaka ho wo se wo mu eyi anom. Na koma ni nchiremu wo mu ne Secretariat no Wachese womunya krata de free edifa adwuma mo yehu de free Attorney General tena ye na 29th July 2021 na wo mo ade sede ana anso asembi so mo de akwa Attorney General ekwa akopem ramu pensem mo na sha Cathedral ho no ba ye na wo mo de akire wie na de wo mu ampanifo akire won ama won ho hyehyeye de aye adwuma ene se Enjehye bia wona sha Cathedral no emu no ebeko Museums and Monument Board eno ya ban atena ye government agency ho na ebeko akwakopie wo mo ye ho bibia wie ho ntotoye na registration na ekwa aban ngomamu ni ade nyina no Museums and Monument Board ye aban atena ye abam eneda na wase ansa na no na July de etoso du nwotwe ansa na wo bedru ba bia wadu na July ne de etoso du nwotwe e wa afi 2019 National Cathedral of Ghana ye de kwa aban nwomemu Companies Act 1963 Act 179 no emu e kwa register ne se e company limited by guarantee and National Cathedral no e National Cathedral of Ghana limited by guarantee na so corporate member nipa che se dana bem wono pe na bem eneda ana atenaye da wona bem wo mo pe abem eneda Ghana Museums and Monument Board no no aban atenaye na wo mo hwehwe mu no sade adwuma nye anatena ye nye adwuma mpemfaso enwu ombotom tie no sara enete eti se bibi ba wo National Cathedral no emu a na chese on besan so de ahye ho adwuma ye mu anaso museums and monument board nhyehyɛ ahodo mo ye mu ena sika no ebekɔ anamfaso bi ebebe kyira ɛhɔ ena ebekɔ enti wo mo kyerɛkyerɛ mu pen e de akyerɛ ɔmanfo nyinaa sɛ National Cathedral enye obi dia ɛyɛ ɔman ne dia ɛyɛ aban pɛ ne Ghana Museums Board ɛyɛ aban atena ye edimu ɛnɛwɔ wɔn nyina soɔ ɛna ɔde ɛyɛ adwuma National Cathedral of Ghana nso so ɔbɛsɛ ɔkyerɛm de kyerɛ sɛ yɛ register yɛ ne yɛ register yɛ sɛ ɛbɛkɔ Museums and Monument Board enti nkyerɛmu no wakyerɛm asan si so biom ɛkyerɛ sɛ Museums and Monument Board for no epe wɔn yɛ sole corporate member wɔn pɛ ɛna ɛda wɔn abɛm eti cathedral no ɛyɛ national ɔmɛmu no ɛnka yɛ bea a wɔyɛ ɛho adwuma afei ɛfɛn ɛtɔ so mmienu yes wɔn atua sika $50,000 ɛde ama ɔdwumtoni Sonny Badu ɛbra na wɔkɔ akɔdan wɔn dwuma bi adi ɛwɔ Washington DC February de ɛtɔ so wɔtwe afe 2019 na wɔde akɔ prisika eti no mo kɔlɔnche National Cathedral fundraising ɛwɔ Washington ɛhɔ na nkrɔfoɔ nam wɔkeka ɛto ho nkrasɛm wɔn mu twa sika pa sika puduo $50,000 ɛde ma ɔdwumtoni Sonny Badu sɛ wɔnye no fa mɛto dwom ɛwɔ dwuma no mu di nhyiamu no ase na wɔmfa ɛmfrɛ dɔm na afei wɔn nyegye ntoboa ɛno nso so mpanimfoɔ sɛ wɔn mu kyerɛm ɛde akyerɛ sɛ wɔn mu ntua kaprɛ wɔn mu ntua dama wɔn mu ntua sidi wɔn mu ntua dollar wɔn mu ntua hwee ɛmfa ma ɔdwumtoni Sonny Badu na wɔwie kra no wɔkyerɛ sɛ June de atoso dun so afi 2022 krata mo de pie ye no na mo hwɛ kwan sɛ ɛbɛboa amankrofo ate National Cathedral ne de ɔmo yɛ ase enso asa de ankrofo tutu ne srɛ ɛne abasenti ɛne si ɔmo asisu biemu yi na ɔmo ka kyerɛ ɔmanfo sɛ ɔmo pie ɔmo apono ɛde twɛ obi a wasɛm bisa na so wopɛ bribi ahunu ɛwɔ National Cathedral no ɛne wɔmo ade yɛ nyinaa emu osi akyia yɛn ɛwɔ man no ɛne Yakopɔn din mu Dr. Paul Opoku Mensansa and a Shasi or non-executive director, National Cathedral of Ghana.
National Cathedral same year ho na ashama mrashibedwene honorable Ernest Nogbe ede atu dwase or tam aban ede no akwakopie mu ewo court senti a woka sa nyina ne se eba ne sen na ban timi si ginaye ekoye de ebroni beka se so sourcing efa architectural designer efa National Cathedral ho no wode kwehye nipa ba ko pe ensa eye Sir David Ajayi and Associate Limited wo kiremu abra woni yenua Salamat Kuku apenta twen komo no ena asama mrashibedwene HSA sa so sourcing contract no eyade a etia procurement enhyehyeye any procurement mra esan so kora etia Ghana mra esan ze Ghana mra ese abadwumadie bia no omiemu nto ho no wo ma kwan ma wo manfo a wo mo hu nimde ne ade obia emfa ne krata asem emra wo mo ba empanyimfo atena se ahwehwem ne wo sefata no wo mo da adwuma no ahye ne nsa ama wotimi aye ede amoman no we de wo mo nim ba bia ban efaye de omu ya ne se atam dwumadie no e de ahye nipa bakofo ensa na kyese kame ese Ghana ha no obi ene ho a wonimdie architecture ho nimdie chen se David Ajayi and Associates Limited no na wo kyese yen wonim hwe kra no ye wo Association of Architecture e wo Ghana ha sei na kyese architect nimdifo e wo mayi mu a e wo se nka Ghana aban no ebiem eto ho no mo Ghana ha wo mo wa ma no ni nyina obia ehunu mu na wia bom ni ehunu se nipa somasi ana adwuma ko wei en wo mo sefata National Cathedral no wo mbetime hu design ne ho nkro ne banyina na ne ye de ahye wo mo nsa na yetime hu se emu ada ho wei de aban no anye sa enti wo no Ernest Nogbe wo tam aban e de na court.
Per the laws of the country with government project it is not allowed to do that. What the government did was that they have single source the services of David Ajayi, which implies that under the condition that they have sourced his services, he's the only person who has that technical know-how. He's the only person who has that capability to do that architectural work. But don't also forget that we have an association of architects even in Ghana, which means we have a lot of architects in Ghana. So the best thing the government could have done is to open tender per the procurement law, you open tender. If not internationally, you open it nationally. So that everybody, anybody who is interested can do that. Then you can choose the best price and the best quality of work out of it.
Na ne kwakra mu na ode sobo ne kase pa ebo public procurement agency for ese wo mo no mo ama kwan ama ban e de ne ho abewurawura mu na wo mo anhwe se emmra ne hyehyeye a wo mo nam so edi dwuma no wo mo amfa anya dwuma se nka wo mo ama kwan a anka wenum nyina enkoba.
The office of the president wrote to PPA that they wanted the services of Ajayi through single source procurement under Section 72.5A. Section 72.5A means that David Ajayi is the only brain in that aspect in the whole world, and so we want him. PPA know very well that David Ajayi cannot be. They rather approve that methodology under 72.5B. 72.5.2B is saying that you can only single source the services of a person when there is an emergency. My sister, what is the urgency? What is the emergency nature of building a cathedral? And so there are a lot of lacunas there. PPA also played a medal in the illegality by amending the provision under which the office of the president came and awarding the contract based on that.
Any out ye ashama mrashibijane honorable Ernest Nogbe one yen century salamat kukwa pencil any din komwe.
Na watche kakra ntem ne omanfo ate se school feeding caterers wo Ghana titiri Greater Accra mantem ha sei atoye mantem ni ade wo hyen mon esan se won sika akamu enafua eduosia enwotwe esika wo se nanum ho adwuma mo ye nke de mo no akam ema ye tuetue binom de wo mo fam de ne ye ntuae ana no te kokoda ne ma boa pagya wo ba bia ya ma aka wo mo adwuma nsusu nti sika no edi tua wonka a na ye sidi baako wo akoda bia tiri so aduane no omo no ano aban twa sidi baako ene yede no aduane ema nkwada no akwada baako bia wote ne to empesoa no miensa efri so a na akwakoka sidi ana akoka empesoa no aduokron enso 97 pesos ena na aka ewo caterers no ensemu a wode ebeye aduane ode bekodwom akoto ntosi akoto mo ato anwa ato adua ato bibia wo mode ye aduane no na ato gas abenu aduane no ache ede ama nkwada no edra school feeding for sha se wo hyen mo no ekuo ni titena ni ewo Greater Accra mantem ha sei eye Juliana Kujo Juliana Kujo ya nsoso na aban eye ne se government appointee ewo Accra Metropolitan Assembly na wakasa ya kasa ye no obi ntimi hu se ye kasa no a wo kasa ever school feeding hu se etisen yo na dibre ewo AMA se aban nam sini government appointee no ye de krata akwa yi no afiri mu se wontie na ense de se onye sa government appointee ni bium na krata se de yen sa so bi so e wo Peace FM ha say no Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council letterhead so ene wo na wo mo tro se onmonyamfo Juliana Kuju Accra Metropolitan Assembly Accra ya jiu to me the brani ade ma osa aban appointee ewo AMA Accra Metropolitan Assembly no ya twa sensei na omampani His Excellency na ejina omamra section 10 WhatsApp section 9A Local Government Amendment Act 2017 Act 940 so na di bra wode ma wo aban na yi use kosi na nan AMA aban kro na se wo hia ho into a you etu nkonkoye government appointee bion ewo AMA enti esi ha chiapi nipo osan ye Greater Accra mantem suafo monyamfo Henry Quarty na asemi ne yepese yebisa emu bebre tretromo sase school feeding caterers tokwa awokomo munti ena ne ho aya aban ahi efri se eka no ankrofo da aban na nya aban de enti ene wayi na die ete saa se de ankrofo ka ne fichire ho se de ankrofo ka ne fitiem ananso so bibi foforo bi ewo ho ebi kura na de ye kan ene ankrofo timi bo mu sire mu twere krata na de obi di atose sa so mesi na eka na behwe na nya no kore enti epese ehunu mu no kore Ewra Juliana Kuju ewa ahmane so obapa majoe yeda se enwumre ne obre eya no kre se udibre de ma wo se government appointee ewo AMA ya Jeffrey wonsem
mpacho ya papa
ya ma okrata
yai enra mi ko cheki my account na yentua mika na enso mi si mi kwa ko cheki Iti mi quiet no, and no susika no name. In a me see me qua office. Me drew your office or AMB. In a security man who frame me. Say, Auntie Julie Honorable, will let our how. In a me qua G letter no. Inti dia me quiet no, me no. Me kind letter no. The way I work no. And no explanation, but on my time, they see the appointment, no.
Mikita no. Ya tro no bosumi de tosu dunson. Bosumi ya ne de tosu dunson wa fie mu na chese na wotwe etwa mu no. Last week, efiada, ene etwa krata no won saka ne da ben. Anti na na akwaya wa de wo me na hu krata ne bie.
Patron
Ebra ye fra wa ye government appointee no. Obi na frɛ wo bɔ amane se aban pese wode wo eka na appointees ho wo AMA ana na te sɛ ye twerɛ krata na brɛ wo ana ye frɛ wo bɔ wo ho amane.
Yo government appointee no. Me call election. Yeah, we need me by one vote. Na that time no honorable Ajesoa mayor onu no wo ho. Na just one Juma, my young party, my youth organizer for 4 years, my young woman organizer for 4 years, my young constituency treasurer for 8 good years, my young council of elder for 4 years. Our party, I just one Juma, my dear party, no. It's you winning me with one vote, no. In all my appointments, government appointee, or mammy letter, be Miss Mary Flower. Na misati eduma no.
Okay. Enti ajeso wa penso ene e ma wo letter. Ye frɛ bo wa mane ansa na ye ma wo letter no.
Mpacho
You. Na ebra na usaka krata no wabisamu. De meme kan yi de o mampani gina ne tumi so wono opa obekire mo pa won kire regional minister ne say o mampani ne gina ne tumi so his excellency president ene si yenyiwu. Wabi say kire bibi ana pani akasa wie asem bia ne fie enti wo ne hwe ka
na beka say imma na say ye yaka de e was school feeding me starting me school feeding no me the 35,000 old cities 350 million na me the starting school feeding me sheka ni ashi ansa na masa call bank me loan na me di ye aduane na say ye betia me ka 27,000. Now I'm 21,000. Me 60,000. I she 50,000. Be I she and the payment. We be trust letters. It's me yeah almost chairperson president. No, not a baby. Not me kasa. Not a nunti. Almost be appointment. No, almost appointment. No appointment. No. Say me waha me go heaven. And me did me shall me ban son. I am an appointment. No. Yeah, baby, now who kasa na you see who say party. It's my kasa when see obian to me kasa yaka omo ye ya see profo bebre police achi omo omo free nyama ya ba be kasa omo nim ya see more than 6 Nkrofa ma so ma we work school feeding mu e dey answer it me ya leader no tell me kasa no ma jimi appointment no omo betimi ajinu ne omo ajinu chira enukware no me ka copy ma me side da me kukum mu say den chichi na me to me kasa bio say wa jimi appointment no wa jima no ma no dey wo ho won to me jima no wo me enukware no me ka copy ma me to me kasa bio.
Auntie Julinti me pa chow wujina school feeding caterers anemu ewo Greater Accra mantemu me biso we de anka de make ho de so afa de musika no aba
bebre di aba
wo di aba
bebre di aba
na wo so di aba
me de no ye mfa mami
wo de mai
by obia di aba bebre aka say ma bisa bebre aka so mo nsaka ma kwa bank enra ma kwa ene mi sika mi nsanka mi sika
but nyo obia de ne atua ana obia
bebre no mo si o mo atia Greater Accra no me ho no me microphone in your baby, only by me, no be pen on my country, me say, almost sun can, musica, enemy.
Okay. Mao. Says Swampa says school feeding as some and now waka yan and nunti government appointee, the bride, the mao no yaje a dear free one somewhere. Mr. Wo, me pacho, school feeding no be a bium.
Ah, school feeding no say young fine your politics, me yet extra. It is my contract, now my GDA. Say yen try a car, yen to mean casa. Na se ma kasa nti no ma di my appointment no school feeding crampo and fa government assembly who asem and fa assembly who asem me ro mu hwe appointment no ma di wo me sem no school feeding asem no me kan no nti no ma di wo me sem no no me yes me assembly members no be brave friend because my send your platform so me in the class I no so to platform so say na obian himself me can school feeding one them it's obian himself school feeding one them ina nti na ma ji wo me ho me yo no say me no ni asem and report me no ni asem school feeding no nti so mo pese yen kan kware dia na say we be kan kware na ye be take we appointment no dia so mara.
Yasi enti say entua usika no obia sika bawie na wo de ama ubetu ana mo bia na.
Yes no mo ma me sika na me de aduane no be betimi afa me sika omo betimi agi my appointment but me sika de omo to me ngida mi ankasa na ma ya me adwuma enti me sika de omo to me ngi appointment there omo no mo di ma omo betimi agi anytime I don't care. Me Paul Bicho say, I then I would you me ho. After what?
Julia Dasio. You. I was for Auntie Juliana Kuju, where president. Greater Accra School Feeding Caterers Association. Now we a buying appointee AMA Accra Metropolitan Assembly and regional minister mention war Greater Accra hanyina shanase Archer Accra Tache so mampeni na nado ejina omamra Local Governance Amendment Act 2017 Act 940 so aji di brenu edema so nkonko jina mu aban di mu assembly no efri nsem ehon komo ene aboyi.
Ene enkramanta musoafo no abo Henry Quarte etu anamon ene Regional Security Council ni nyina aka bomu ema womo akopiem ewo asase yantam eye bese ekano ahenu ama asasasi eye abane dia nanso Council for Scientific and Industrial Research for womo ena ehweso na wo kiremu a asase no eye 1,300 acres na sa 1,300 acres no emu 900 acres ena enkrofo age aboso ya 200 pe 200 so eka aka no eno no wo mo atonton nipa bi atonton dia man krankransi wo musisi wo mo adan ewo so na no ena soafoi ede kokobo ebaaye ehye wo mo asisi dan wa container si so wo sanso efie no wasie obi a enko lands commission na won konko penkrata na wo mo fa executive instrument ento so ma wo no mo ntimi register wo mo ankasa edimu esanse adan na wo masisi wo nyina obi ne hono mo a o krata na wo permit ya be yemfia aduonu eni a ebinum ekotena hono mo no wo mu ni krata efa asase no eho etu wo hye wo so wo mutu sa na mo no ye bye wo mu entu enti ene eno ne metema wo mu kagu mu ene demolition die wo mu aye bi pa
we exercise no yami adomo security agencies they will put arrangements in place to protect before I say. I feel no there's this information that I like to send out, sir. One more to war niche, occupy about 900 acres of the land. This is a fine opportunity. You lobby the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Now on this CSR for tracing. Now if you say you bet me regularize your mom because baby I do know. We share down a way over 3,000. I won't war nichi. So being can say, we didn't show human face. We have shown human face by allowing over 4,000 houses occupying 900 acres of land. where they have no single document, they have encroached. One money interest said we will do our best to lobby or recommend to the lands minister for some regularization to be done.
Any out ye enkramantam for Honorable Henry Corte.
Yakwa atoye mantamu. NADMO coordinator wa Western Region Abdul Ganiyu Mohammed ene na pamfo akwahwe miamia hodo ensuo ayiri wo sekunde ne takrade no wo atoye mantamu akwhwe osayi na wo hawo a ensuyiri no eja wo mu na bro bo aprowie woni ensentre ni apia dankwa etwetwe nkomo na wo kyerɛkyerɛ hyehya hodo a akoso de omahunu nso so ebimu de kyerɛ ye no se ensuo no a ayiri no ne fa kase no a wode bebo nipa yasisi adan ya to wura ya ma anwea mfuturo asisi bonka kwan gates no emu asisi baabi wo se nsuo fa ensuo antimi amfa eka ho bi ena nsuo gye mu na anu no oni kwan bi anti obegye baabi omanfo enam no ne kwan yayi ama no omanfo asi ne de a ena baabi obenya bia obefa a enu nti ensuo yiri asan krofo ne ma nipa bi mpo ewu takrade kwa aguna kwanta lubo kwan ni sei esuo ni yiri so pa atoyama ntamu coordinating council no titena ni na chese regional minister onimonyamfo kwabna ochirida ko mensa ezo so aka che municipal metropolitan district assembly se ho nyina se enimani mu ye obi ama engineer semra na obi engineer semra no mo behwe kwan foforo befa so a wo mo besi san hyehye ene sede yesi ye ntotoye oboni se redesign no wo mo beba abaye de na wo hodada se wo so mo bu akire eye ne foforo ma ye ne foforo na ensu atimi anya kwan afa baabi a wo se efa aguna nkwanta krade aguna nkwanta apowa ekwan ni se no emu odin pa Abdul Ganiyu Mohammed nsu nkyire mu a wode to apia danko anim wo ho bi eni
nti ama nsu no overflow kakra bi na obotum akontinkan no definitely overflow nti ama regional minister da MMDCS as the main of follow under them no there one shana engineers na mbahwe na when you adwuma no one pesca what about direct drains within the metropolis na all the other districts no na as a cross you hu there you hu the eco race course then be a way sia ejina wale hu there ebakado squim nanso onam there yenkita the scheme of the area no nti yentu manka ya the recommendation bako akoma ekma na ekma wa hwe there say osukwem ampara na webu
onipo aka say Abdul Ganiyu Mohammed na wotu omanfo nso so fo say ensuo eyodoma nkomansa no wo betimi apagya ensuo wo betimi ama wonsa so gina ensuo nse gina soro ho mema wo bo akra etu de form ho ensuo ni free soro oba e form ho ba bia wo se beguo no na so besi ne kwan a obeka ye nyina ani eti ahweye no enyo ba akofo obi anya bi
in there onam the Western Region nankasa no ya land ni pi wo ha or your low land areas no ya basra there any the history of full place no sense no or bebe masra se ho den so na sifo mala wonyama or dey this is so nyina face so na wankasa so free wo na nsu no towie na ewebusen bi ebusen ni bi wo na se bibiara ye dey to mo baba but asemisia na o property no why safe na was whole life no why safe so say insuno rotodama onam the other would do a quanum na walk no about the wolf and wings of the road about why there will be a question at him about that kind of women into the vessel there sensuruta one man ya bro ni a quanado
onipo aka say Abdul Ganiyu Mohammed or ye NADMO coordinator Western Region na Western Region honwa ba ye bi fiedu mienu ba ye obatan bi nsunu mote ye friend maame ya onu so hye ni wo ya wo shama junction ye no wo shama mensin mu e wa to emantem ho ensuo ye to ye sa adondon dan ni bio ena wie de onya akwanhwa ha ne se adan ni bi ya e wo vivi mantem ensuo adondon no ugina hwa se dan ifa ye no te dan na grrr na ejiragu akwada yi dadem dan no odemu no ensuo no adondon no wada grrr ejiragu ne so obi ba mfie dumienu krana na apia majwe hello apia
Africa
you yes nsuo na amedan na dondon enkyeremu bi o akira afama ye ne
but I say selba atoyama ntem ha na no ni nsu a atwa no beka se dan bebre ahojo fie bebre o ho an wo se bum ene bi o ho nso a dan na nkasa nipa tim no ene ho atechema na no na fufie antwata okọ shama junction a efia na opani bi efre no ejata one ne ma wom no se nsu no ne dondon dan no ne dan se dan na ne bre asonse ebuo wo chese wo da ho na juna eno ti hrim o mo ti anye abaya wonyam finhia edumie no efre no ma me ya no baby a woda na ne de no ekubu egu no so a jeme aboafo eba ho no oyi no ne tete watwa nananom ewo ensiedo ye ne papa ejata ede twem komo efa kwan a wote saa arefosemi ne nchiremu a wode ema ye ni
Maja na meti krim na manyo chi na musali nti musali no na mbebe ma no wa sali so apese dada maami ya wo na se maami ya wo di na musali nti musali mama abafando no mebo na akulu mo de abafando wo na de wo wudin nti eyini fi edano mezi she edano nasi na edano wasul nti edano bufi osul na obo me chance no do wo emeda nasi na obo abafando do abafando o de film nti de ye for ne de demo
na eno achi no ejata ekasa wiye na wonuma na ewo fie ho a omo ne omo bo fipam no ebi nso ekasa ye ekire de omo nso ehu ye ewo maame ya se de edan no ebugo ne so no
the train that way no ni shedim maame ti anu bran nti bran no na me ya fa so ra shedim ho nti mokwa na abo no yiboye yire ti ya force ya yiboye abo no na light so nyi dem nti mso mu phone touch na muhunu nu ebesia no ya tin nti that time no ndwe nti ya wurashe nda enye local hospital ame na mebe de pain nti very unfortunate you do haso an nya sprint bi all ba no nye yankwai nti you do tuma no yenu ne gifi yense because na hwa situation na adena ambo ne bibialo boniti nti buge no onwinu financial mo onwinu fa ne bibialo onwinu financial ni bi so fini hwi ba na ne tachirama no ba ga do ya adena mo am tachirama ne pedu pei
apia dankwa ene de amane boya ye free shama eno wato emantamu shama junction eho ena asem ya ye esi abusa
na ya said the dan no ezibuye no
show Facebook
Peter the way not to Facebook live oh ama ayare hosempa what was the dan so cry dan dadao
not a dan atakwame
apintu
erodin fa ne kransie abusa de madwenkyere to aso na adwenkyere no Elan Spices and Trading Ventures somebody equal seasoning powder by the year aduane ma ne yede ya wa equal chicken seasoning powder ya wo beef ya wo jollof ya wo stew powder e wo mu ahodo ya e ma aduane yede aduane be da na ya equal e wo dwa bia mu 0244 160750 0244 160750 Your 21st clinic or sciatica expert and so on 21st clinic. It is so sissy besu to a safe for 9 kokumua besu namro muchon a chun we what a yaut nasi ujina ho what a yaw noa. We are sciatica experts no or mana beboa war or 21st clinic for and can say do me heavy do dynamo kuma saying kranza techiman mia bebre when chinom near day takra day 21st clinic for ho 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 Agbeve Herbal Center the Agbeve Mess Capsules aba eyem ma osisi mu so da ho kama pegative papa bi afi wode ba ko bi awato di Venous Gota eno no se wo stomach ulcer peptic ulcer gastritis de ni nyina ebeboa wo enwei wo pharmacy ene chemical stores ahodo mu Agbeve Herbal Center wo so tum obetimi afre 0246 595256 your Ruta Herbal Mixture or the Ruta Mixture Ruta Thai Tonic any Ruta Life aba Ruta Mixture no eye ne papi na de bo ni padua no ebra malaria ba unum bie kontem ebra waye mre waposo eno a eye typhoid fever ye Ruta Thai Tonic ebeyi no one time Ruta Life nso so eyisra de bone ye fi esiesie ni paduam siesie mogya mamu ye kama na immune system na ho de na gina brane na de akodi nyarewa so ewo pharmacy ne chemical stores emu in boost herbal Mr. Yeposi ne adru no Imbooster ba mixture eno so bebo asiesie nipadua no yare bia wo so na wonom imbooster eboa onum nnuro nom imbooster ka ho eboa ma sojafo ni gina brane no akon adi nyarewa ne so entem 0246 208496 Kojak edi oral care aba yedi twitwi ese ye Kojak charcoal toothpaste na eno ne first charcoal toothpaste ba ga na dwa so Kojak sian control say fluoride ewum kama eteso bidie ne so edi dika ma osi muda ho num ejina kama carboni bia emma hwehwe bia kira kwan e pharmacy ne chemical stores 0302 678999 0302 678999 enyuma da Roma madwenchireni
ma yemfa adwenkyere no emra na meko Facebook live eso eho na me de adwenkyere no efre yemfa dache ehene nana boaten eno CPC so papa na me de mitia LGBTQ+ mu nyina nka mom na yemutu no entontwene baabi esanse yensoso ewo meyi emu teacher kujo tepanyina suso eno se aban ye no betimi bia senia ohawo ne abinidi aye femu no ye betimi aso ano teacher amankwa oxygen edwe fija chepram so ono so se LGBT nsensem no yemmo entungu na kwa mensa bosu shika afontotro so na ose Ghana for mama moni na hono mu esanse JDM de onye option azema ventures na ose wosremra shibedwa no se womonye ntententen na LGBTQ+ no womo empass bill no kama se de esanse Ghana for enye ready kra se saade no womo ebeje atum na nekwa mo aboaten Ablekuma Central AK Dr. Baumia is coming and was say oh mo news you there me enjoy papa etimonko and koso Henry income and was in the LGBTQ for your my o masuo bo pa eso on beba bonte eh dia asemni boy ye Eric Wakubu deep attractive voices became and was he has ade no e wo meyi emu Mohammed Pepra and was showing live Ifrias and Kregwa and was he bo adwuma pa Isa Yakubu as if have Kenya say and one say ye bo adwuma oboya abaso Emmanuel Akulema and was says gisam no de yen so ewo Ghana hanomo kra nyade a ye befo aso nyade a ye beso so kwan bia so Crispo fufu and was mbese me bisa minority omo mrahwedwam ese edian akontabuo na omo hwehwe edi afi ono aboka no foriata ono mofa COVID-19 no na we di anya atwompa fantastic river force se we asare so and was sister ya enanwumre de ma mera ho pa o mera ho ensuo tobia ensuo yiri fa yen Daniel Kwaku nipa tete utu breku no se mera ho pa obene day enyaba his selasi petroleum voices go so and was yenyas yesi adan ne ade ewusuo kwan mu ne jasa ade na ensuyire nyina eto ebetwa memfa Dr. Babaza Modie entwa toy master planner junior Kentampo and was honorable Kenuforiata abo adwuma pa e wo mrahwedwam enne obu akonta no fenchem enti minority for no monhwe na honorable Saradwa Safo a wetu PF jano mongo hwehwe na monhwe no fa ne mra na omepi privileges committee ennem ye gina we so omeka se bono so e beba
Alande, me say Alande.
Adepe na Alande.
Gonna pay Alande.
Hey, finally, Gonna pay Alande.
Do more your way on Ghana Pay. Send and receive money at zero transaction fees. Pay bills, buy airtime and data. Transfer money in and out of your bank account and so much more with Ghana Pay. Dial *707# to register for Ghana Pay or download the Ghana Pay app from the Play Store or App Store.
Alande. Ghana Pay Alande.
Ghana Pay. Your money, your way.
This service is powered by Gibbs.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yada mwase, kasebo nwesi. Akenkaifo a moti yenken eye me. nana ya kunedu ena
Mame biama kwafu.
Ye de trust them Oson's chemist or the Oson's garlic capsule subbasis in the pedria ebusi immune system no e magalic mfaso no nya bi. One de color range by the bi son kwadenum ne nunum bi capsules and in the syrup ye pa enti ye da Oson sase. MTNC and control say baby or more how we there for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana say everyday prices for everyday people. Eti bone ye nyama na ohia wo fie ni nyina bi e wo ho. Eti kom showroom anafre 0302 550000. Daffy's Health and Beauty the Ohima Feminine Mixture ba ebuefichi krono afei wasanso e the Daffy's Ohima Feminine Cleanse aba ye no so esiesie nipadua ne titru ema e wo ma ye no emum. What the Daffy's Healthy Shower Glow Gel aba e no so boa ma udware arede ne ye fefefe e na de eyi na so oben e ne wa wapo no anya ho haw bia de enso wode aba be pi enso Daffy's ne papa yi enye na wo cosmetic shops bi kra wo pharmacy wo kwa matra kese mu e wo East Legona unya bi 059 6611 277 rent it wodin some de e breathe ranum nyina rent it ya dwumekuo ya omobo afie ranum omo penkrofo ama omo han omo da na so omo aton omo adan eti se wani agi omo adwuma ho nko ade na wodan bi abesa wode ma han anaso woton no woni omo kasa omo ye hu bibia ma 055 2618 521 055 2618 521. Yadamu nyina ase emamomo eniti.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ojam girl the beer me say mako hu no. He wo ja wife we are.
Oh, wait there. Sorry for the disappointment.
What then?
Menya my wife.
What? Why? How?
Wakonya Defis or Hima feminine mixer nom and Defis feminine cleanse. Ya wadia sawa etibie esese na himfie ama enyeme bia na pampam me no wadia sovo asese waye wo basima pa ma ya wade na sa so bio pa
Defis or Hima feminine mixture and a Defis family cleanse. And you me ko new girl no hono ne bi sisi ni table ne so.
Sa
Mr. Mensahiko.